You know, people, I've been kind of holding this one back for a minute. I want you to understand something very carefully, please. Everybody's talking and yapping about how Tennessee State doesn't have anybody going to their games. Well, I want you to understand something, people. They ain't the only ones. If you take out Jackson State, FAMU, and Southern, who is truly going to the games on a weekly basis? Now, I'm not talking about homecoming. I'm talking about who's actually going to these games. Anybody you see rolling up there with Prairie View, TSU, Pine Bluff, Valley, Alcorn. Let's name them all. Alabama A&M. Yeah, when y'all play other teams, y'all get big crowds. But anybody going up to Huntsville? The only one that may have an argument is Alabama State. And I'm not arguing with nobody from Montgomery. We saw what the chair battle looked like in the summertime. But the thing is, everybody cries and cries, and they blame Tennessee State and lesser extent A&T and Hampton for leaving the HBCU conferences behind, saying that they're going to get what they get because their teams do not assimilate or they don't match their fan bases with these PWIs. But here's the problem, people. If that's the excuse you have for them, what do you have for yourself? Because even when you're playing at HBCU, unless you're playing one of the top ones or it's homecoming, no one's going to Howard. Ain't nobody rolling up to Norfolk, Morgan, Delaware State. No one's going to these games. But yet we like to clown on schools that bring it up. So here's the question I have. If Tennessee State only gets 2,700 fans for a game and they're 5-2, what is the excuse for these other programs when they're playing HBCU schools and they have the battle of the bands, they have the halftime, they have the juking and jiving, but you still can't sell out a 10,000 seat stadium? Don't get me wrong, I know you have the classics and your numbers are inflated because of the classics. I know why the classics were there. Because you wanted to get more attendance figures to boost your home game attendance. That's why Jackson only had 4 home games, because they play in those damn classics. Well, people, even with the classics you have, you still have very small attendance. You claim to have the history, you claim to have the, let's be honest with it, you claim to have the drive, but you don't go to the games. See, when coaches come into the fray and they talk about readjusting a thought process, it wasn't too long ago where HBCUs were sending Hall of Famers to the NFL. So now we're just crying to get someone drafted in the NFL. It's because the influence has been set so hard on the band. The influence has been set so hard on the experience, the culture, not the actual sport. If you wanted just to have the band battles and have the culture, we should turn all these stadiums into damn clubs. I'm pretty sure Eddie Beaton would love to have the right stock in the club. Because that's all we're going to do, and we have no point of crying about not getting respect. You know, there was a saying, the worst thing is black people don't respect black things. White people don't even acknowledge it because they are worried about their own stuff. So if they don't acknowledge us, we don't acknowledge ourselves. Who the hell fault is it when we get the way we get? There is no reason Tennessee State should have at least 10 to 12,000 people in those stands. There's no reason Alcorn should sell out. Southern should keep selling out. These schools should have bigger crowds than the high school games in Texas. It's Coach Simmons. I'm out.